General MacArthur drops a atomic bomb.
Alright, starting off on turn 6, the Russians are buying 6 armor divisions, a jet, and 2 airborne divisions. China is buying quite a bit, 3 mechanized, 3 armor, 2 airborne, a transport, and an infantry. Going over into the attacks, the Soviets are going to move into and reclaim West Germany. And then over in the Pacific, the Chinese are going to try and take Malaya from Sado, reclaim South Korea through an airborne attack, and then launch an attack to try and force the Americans out of Amur. So we'll get those rolls done and we'll see how the war turns out. This will probably be the last turn, so we'll just see how this goes. Alright, going over the aftermaths of battle. The Soviets took West Germany, but they lost all their infantry and mech, and they did lose 2 aircraft to the NATO anti-aircraft gun that was to the 2 NATO anti-aircraft guns that were there. Coming down here, the Sado defenses of Malaya had some really great rolls, and they brought the Chinese down. So the Chinese are going to just have to more than likely sit and wait for reinforcements to get there before they can move against Sado again. Because of my own error, the airborne attack on South Korea was an utter failure with no losses to the American defenders there. And up in the north, the American defenses smashed the Chinese assault and took out China's only MiG jet fighter. So China is not looking too good at the moment, at least at the end of turn 6. So we will strategic move, deploy the forces, and collect the IPC. Alright, so rounding out turn 6, the Soviets have moved to reinforce Western Germany and have dropped their reinforcements in Germany, Poland, and Romania. Over in the Pacific, China's moving forces to reinforce Myanmar and continue the attack on Malaysia. And up in the north, they are beginning to drop their troops. So we're going to do 3 here, 3 here. This infantry was going to go here. Or no. Yes. And then I have a transport and the 2 airborne divisions here. So the state of turn 6 at the end of the communists, they're holding their own. I mean, it looks like the war is kind of coming into a stalemate at this point, but we'll have to see, considering if the Americans can get that task force, that massive convoy across the Atlantic, and get it into Europe. So we'll move on to the Allies in turn 6, and we'll keep going from there.